Acer Chromebook 14 for work is a real looker. While the lid, covered in Gorilla Glass 3, is designed to resist breakage and scratches, it also adds a sleek and polished look to the whole case. Acer allows companies to customize the laptop by adding logos or other images between the glass and the screen, but the unit we reviewed was a basic black with a glossy finish. IT administrators will appreciate the Acer Chromebook 14 for work's multiple security features. It has an integrated trusted platform module to protect files in the cloud, 100 GB of which comes free from Google Drive. Most Windows business machines have similar TPM support, but those machines can be a pain to keep up to date. Because Chrome OS is constantly checking for new updates and automatically rolling those out when a machine is restarted, the IT admin can breathe a little easier. Acer managed to cram a 14-inch display into a chassis that ordinarily houses a 13-inch screen by shrinking the bezel to almost nothing. The panel on our review configuration featured a resolution of 1920 by 1080 pixels. Low-end models have a 1366 by 768 display, which was vibrant and colorful. Acer effectively coated the display to limit glare and reflections, too. As is common with business notebooks, Acer designed the keyboard to withstand spills of up to 11 ounces. That's not a feature you find on average Chromebooks. The gutter system beneath the keys drains the liquid through two holes that route the fluid away from key components. With two speakers underneath, two mics on the inside of the lid and a 720p webcam in the center, the Acer Chromebook 14 for work will handle video conferencing just fine. The driving guitars and scratchy lyrics of Wave of Mutilation by the Pixies sounded just as grungy as ever. And Run DMC's lyrics to It's Tricky were crystal clear, but the volume had to be all the way up to fill our small conference room. The Chromebook 14 for work broke a bit of a sweat when we put it to work. After we streamed 15 minutes of full-screen HD video, the notebook's underside registered a mildly uncomfortable 96 degrees Fahrenheit, which is just a tad above our 95-degree comfort threshold. The touchpad, 78 degrees, and keyboard, 85.5 degrees, were a bit cooler. The Acer Chromebook 14 for work is the first Chromebook that's available with a 6th-generation Intel Core i5 CPU. The high-end configuration we tested also sports 8 GB of RAM and 32 GB of storage space. Most other 14-inch Chromebooks, like the HP and consumer model Acer, come with Intel Celeron processors and just 4 GB of RAM. Business-minded Windows machines, such as the Dell Latitude E5470, however, routinely include Core i5 CPUs with 8 GB of RAM. Google's Chrome OS is a web-focused operating system, unlike Windows and macOS, which require you to download files to run programs. Its minimalist design is simple and intuitive to navigate. You just have to be comfortable doing almost everything in the cloud. Though we praise the Dell Latitude E5470 for its lack of bloatware, the Acer Chromebook 14 is the epitome of a clean installation. What Dell does require are some preloaded utilities, such as the Dell Client Command Suite, which helps deploy software updates across a company. But you don't need that kind of utility on a Chromebook because it updates itself. Acer packs a 3-cell, 3950 mAh polymer battery into the Acer Chromebook 14 for work, which the company claims could last up to 10 hours. On the laptop mag battery test, continuous web surfing over Wi-Fi, the Chromebook fell short, at 8 hours and 33 minutes. That's about an hour less than the consumer model of the Acer 14, 925, but longer than the average thin and light notebook, 804, and the HP Chromebook 14, 642. The Windows 10 powered Dell Latitude E5470 lasted only 716. If $750 is too rich for your blood, you can get the Acer Chromebook 14 for work for as little as $349.99. The base model comes with a less powerful Intel Celeron processor, as well as 4 GB of RAM, 16 GB of storage and a 1366 by 768 pixel display. For $150 more, you can swap the CPU for an Intel Core i3 and add 16 GB more storage. And for $100 more, you can improve the display to 1920 by 1080 pixels and upgrade to 8 GB of RAM. The $749.99 Acer Chromebook 14 for work sports some top-of-the-line components, a sexy design that is protected against falls, and IT administration tools that make it an actually viable productivity tool. But although you can get the design and tools for as little as $349, you will have to pay more for the high-end components. Other Chromebooks, such as the HP Chromebook 14 and the Acer Chromebook 14, cost less than $300. However, the more traditional business laptop world is dominated by Windows 10 machines, such as the $779 Dell Latitude E5470, which will also cost you more than a non-business-focused Chromebook. So if you're a Google Apps company that doesn't need offline access to legacy programs, the Acer Chromebook 14 for work could be a great option.